Hey everybody, Anton Crayley here from dropshiplifestyle.com, and welcome to an October edition of Dropship Weekly. As you know by now, this is the weekly show I've been doing that really tries to celebrate our student success, but also answer a bunch of your questions. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into episode number 8 of Dropship Weekly. Okay, so as I'm filming this, it's October 6th. That means we're about 2 weeks away. Actually, we're exactly 2 weeks away from our Hawaii retreat. As you might know, we do a retreat every year. Previously, it's been out in Thailand and Southeast Asia. This year, we're going to Hawaii, and really cool, really exciting, but I don't want to just talk about that. Part of what we're doing now, though, and part of what our focus is on, and when I say I mean myself and the team, is really planning to make this event as great as possible, right? So to do that, we're also reaching out to community members. We've had people come by the office. So for example, yesterday, we had Michael Erickson, which you probably know if you're a member of Dropship Lifestyle. He created the AdWords PPC course. He runs a huge AdWords agency called Search Scientists, and he basically came through so we can collaborate and brainstorm on ideas for not only the retreat, but for what I'm going to call version 5.0 of Dropship Lifestyle. Now, in this course, we are going to be adding in a bunch of content, such as a paid social traffic section. And Michael Erickson, I'm very happy to say, is creating this content for us. His e-commerce agency manages over $1 million every month in advertising spend, and that's across AdWords, Google PLAs, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, really all the big players, right? So I reached out to him. I have him working on this content for us. It's going to be amazing. It's a course that's available to Dropship Lifestyle students. But with that being said, when he was here, we were talking about how to make content that can pretty much serve everyone. Okay, so what I really want to talk about now is that and kind of our methodology when it comes to producing content. Now, the only reason this has even become an issue is because we've realized as we survey our students and ask people, if you get stuck, where are you getting stuck? More often than not, it's because something happens that they have to watch a few videos over and over. Maybe they take their first stab at setting up their Google PLA accounts or building a Shopify store, and they get nervous or they get stressed out or they think, I don't understand this, and they stop. Okay, so that's a huge sticking point. When it comes to technical things, people tend to want to run from it rather than tackle the problem. So we think about content like this when we create training videos, when we create tools. They can't be too simple that they don't teach you what you need to know, but they shouldn't be too complex where you can't actually, digest the information. And this is where it gets tricky because we need to teach you enough, but we're trying to do it in the simplest way possible. So here's basically the thought process. And after literally hours and hours of discussion with myself and my team about how complex we make this content, we basically decided it has to be complex. With that being said, it doesn't mean it's difficult. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but I want everyone to know the mindset that you really need if you want to do these things, okay? I can break down the 7 steps to starting an e-commerce store or a dropshipping store very simply. If you want a 30,000 foot overview, that's easy, okay? When it gets into doing things like diving into Shopify and really optimizing it, and not just making a few tweaks, but really optimizing your store for your unique niche, then when it comes to getting your product listing ads set up and actually going through those spreadsheets and digesting the numbers and looking at your KPIs and making everything work, again, we can explain it in a way that maybe if you have some experience, you'll get right away. But if you don't, you have to have the mindset that you're going to learn it, that you're going to sit down and go through it again and again and again until it clicks. Because even though this stuff isn't the most difficult thing in the world to learn, it's not something that you could just watch one video for 15 minutes and then master. If that was it, everyone in the world would be doing it, right? There's a reason why the top agencies in the world that do these things as a service do millions and millions of dollars in revenue. It's because it's valuable. The stuff that we're teaching you matters. It's not something that I could teach you in 5 minutes and then have you become an expert, but it is something I can teach you. I can give you our systems. So can our partners, like Laura with the web design course, like Michael Erickson with the AdWords course, and now our new paid social traffic course. So just know that we can't make it so simple that you're going to watch one 15-minute video and feel like you know everything, because that's just not how life works, right? You have to study this stuff. We will give you everything you need, but be prepared to go back, to take notes, to try. And if things don't work out the first time, be prepared to go back, rewatch our trainings, ask us questions, and discover where you get stuck. Okay, this week we had one of our Dropship Lifestyle members. He's been part of our community for 3 years, Isaac, and he's going to be at the retreat this year. He's been at the past 2. But Isaac posted a video on YouTube this week that I watched. It was really good. Isaac, if you're watching this, I'll link to your video because I loved it. And basically, it was Isaac talking about struggles with business and the fact that every entrepreneur has to overcome them. Isaac mentioned he had ordered $6,500 worth of inventory from Amazon. Then he had a problem with his Amazon account. And of course, it's stressful, but he knows he needs to find a solution, right? He's looking for an answer rather than just saying, oh, that's it, I give up, I don't want to do this anymore. This is how business works, right? You're going to make mistakes, you're going to try to learn things. And the first time you try to implement what you just learned, you might think in your head that, oh, I got this is nothing. Then you do it and it doesn't work. So what does that mean? Does that mean you should give up? No, it means you should go back, rewatch the training, ask questions if you got stuck, make modifications, and see what happens round two. If that doesn't work, do it again, and then do it again, and do it again until it works. I did a webinar yesterday to the Dropship Lifestyle audience, and I basically was talking about how I fail all the time in business, right? People don't hear about that, but literally every week there's probably one new project that we try, and nothing major, but something like launching a new product line or doing a new email funnel or running a different type of ad, where in my head, I think I have everything figured out before I start. Something goes wrong, it doesn't work. Do I give up and say, that's it guys, we're shutting down the business? No, of course not. I look back and see what actually happened, what went wrong, why were my beliefs that it would work not actually coming true? Why didn't that happen? And then we try again, and maybe it works that time and maybe it doesn't. And if it doesn't, don't give up, find out where you went wrong, because at the end of the day, this is all on you if you're trying to build a business, and it is stressful and it will be difficult, but we will give you the training you need. Just don't expect to go through a video for 15 minutes and then become an expert. That's not how the world works. I'm sure you know that, but it can be hard when you're actually building. So that's kind of my motivational and technical rant. We're trying to teach you some pretty advanced stuff that you can learn, but have that mindset that you're gonna go through it, you're gonna make it happen until it works for you, because it will if you stick with it. So that's my rant, guys. I hope you got some value out of that. I hope it really helps with the mindset. And just so you know, this is something in Dropship Lifestyle 5.0 that we will be putting a big focus on, right? All the videos, of course, we're adding to them as always. We're putting more in, we're updating them, but we want you to know that this is a commitment on your part. You're trying to build a business and we're doing everything we can to help you. So you'll see some big changes in 5.0, which I'm really excited about. With that being said, I'm gonna switch up the video now and we'll get into our normally scheduled programming of me answering a few questions this week for the sake of time. And yeah, that'll be it for Dropship Weekly. Let's hop into the computer. We'll do that. All right, so before I get into the questions this week, I just have to share this photo because, I mean, I'm talking about motivation, right? I'm talking about hustling. I'm talking about not making excuses and getting things done. This is from Ernest. You guys probably know him by now if you've been watching the show. He's a successful Dropship Lifestyle student. He's one of the coaches. Unfortunately, about a little over a week ago, he did have some issues. He had to go to the hospital. Everyone sent, prayers his way and was wishing the best. And luckily now I can say he's out of the hospital. He's feeling better. He's all good. But while he was there, he brought his laptop and he brought business books and he spent time in the hospital bed getting things done. And I just want everyone to just appreciate this, because if you think about how many people, and this may have been you, it's been me in the past, but maybe there's a TV show that comes on and you're in the middle of trying to figure something out or get some project completed and you're like, oh man, I really want to watch this show. And you go watch the show. I mean, that, even stuff like that will distract you. This guy is in the hospital for 9 days and he's reading business books and getting work done. So that's super focus level number 100. I mean, that's way, way above what most people probably should do. But I want you to show you what type of commitment people have, especially people that are successful with business. So if you ever feel stuck, if you ever feel demotivated, just know that the hustle, especially in the beginning, is real, and you should be putting your time and focus and effort into this thing, just like all of our successful students do. So want to make that clear. Don't give up. No matter what situation you are in, you can learn. You can keep learning and pushing. Okay. On to the questions. This is from Brandon, and he said, how many demo products should I add to my store? I have about 25 so far, but I also have a lot of empty collections. Would that be a problem when contacting suppliers? And the answer is no, definitely not. 5 to 10 demo products is more than enough. You really just want to fill out your homepage and the product page of spots so that when someone hits that homepage, it looks kind of complete. They can click into them. Don't worry about having empty collections. And to be honest, on a demo store, you don't even need collections. You can use one basic collection, and then you could build it out as you get suppliers. But 25, more than enough, will not be an issue when contacting suppliers. The next question this week, well, it's more of a tip, actually. It is a tip, but it's so good that I wanted to make sure I called it out and kind of elaborated a bit. because I do talk about this in Dropship Lifestyle in our coaching program. This is from Richard, and he said, "Hey guys, just wanted to stop by and provide a tip. When looking to connect with suppliers, don't overlook industry trade shows. I went to one in my niche this past weekend and was able to connect with 23 vendors in one day. And that means 23 suppliers, basically. He got approved with 5 of them right away, got put in contact with the others, got 12 more approvals. And like, this is such a value bomb that you should pay attention to. Even if you don't go to trade shows, you can go to their websites and see who's attending. But if you have the ability to go to any of these, there's industry events all the time in Vegas and in New York City and like in some places that are just amazing to visit. And you can go there and literally meet your entire industry in a weekend. So not necessary, but if you can do this, if you can afford this luxury, you should go. Not only are you going to have a great time, but you are going to make some amazing connections. So we were actually just talking about this at dinner last night with my team and I, because we're going to start doing a industry trade show for marketers here in Austin, Texas. And we were all just telling stories about other industry events for our e-commerce businesses that we've been to, and just what a great experience it always is. So all you have to do is go on Google, type in your industry name, and then type in trade show or expo and see who's doing what. But you should definitely make a point to attend if you can. It'll be fun. You're going to make connections. It's really going to help your business. All right. The next question this week is from Heather, and Heather says, "I am still struggling with getting high quality images from suppliers. I know they exist because my competitors have them, but every time she tries to download them from Google, it's a smaller, low quality image." So Heather, yes, you definitely want the high res ones. Just think about like when you walk into a store, right, and you wanna see an item, you want to walk around it, you want to check it from every angle. It's the same thing with our web shops. Obviously, we can't give customers the same experience as if they were in a physical store, but we should try to get as close as possible. And part of that is by uploading many high resolution images from all different angles, just giving them the best experience we can. So if you know your suppliers have them, and obviously you know this because your competitors have them on their sites, you really should just reach out to get them. Sometimes they'll have like a distributor portal where you can log in and download them all. Sometimes they'll have like a Dropbox folder that they'll share access to where you can get them all. If they don't have that, ask your contact at the supplier for basically a PDF version of their catalog. And actually, you know what? It sounds like you have it already. I wasn't sure if they mailed it to you physically or you have it on your computer. But if you have the PDF on your computer, that should be 300 dot per inch quality, because that means it's print quality. If you open that in either Photoshop or Pixlr, if you don't have Photoshop, you can literally just copy these images out of that, and they'll be super high resolution. So that might be what you have to do if your supplier contact tells you they don't have any kind of folder to share access with. But definitely want to get that done sooner rather than later, and definitely before you start running traffic. Okay, I want to get into a few successes this week like we always do. This one here is from Sean, and I love it. He says, "Woohoo, first sale on the new site. This system works. Keep on pushing through the course and everything will come together." So Sean, that's true. Congratulations on making this happen. I know you put in time, work, effort, energy, and you made it happen. So congratulations on your first sale. And here's to many more. This next success of the week is from Chris, and Chris said, "Boom goes the dynamite. Happy Thursday, everyone. Had an abandoned cart this morning when he logged into Shopify." And for anyone that doesn't know what that means, someone basically started to check out on his website and then didn't finish their order. They didn't enter their credit card information. So just like we recommend, he uses Klaviyo. They emailed the customer twice automatically, and he also emailed the customer saying that they can contact his sales team. Chris gave them his cell phone number, which is, it's a solid move, right? Why not? That's the hustle. They called him to place the order, over $5,000 as you see here, all because Chris followed up with people, took that extra step, did what we say to implement, and boom, this is what happens. You get huge orders like this. He said the profit is really good on it. So congratulations, Chris. Nice work. Great job making this happen. Again, here's to many more. And we'll do one more. This is from Clinton, and he said, "While working at my full-time job today, my phone's going ka-ching, ka-ching." If anyone doesn't know that sound, it's from the Shopify app when you get orders. It's amazing. He said he had a slow 2 weeks, but today he got 3 sales. So congratulations on those 3. And what I love about this is in the comments, he said, "Make that 4 sales in a day." Another one came through 5 minutes ago. Get your stores up and running, everyone. This works. And so true. This does work if you put in the effort, if you're willing to actually do what you have to do and stay motivated and focused and learn the system. Listen, no one's going to master anything in a week. No one's going to be an expert in e-commerce by watching a few videos.
but we do give you all the training you need. We're here to support you. So if you're not a student of Dropship Lifestyle yet, definitely go to our website and sign up. We have successes all the time. This is literally like a daily occurrence. It's nothing new. It's been happening in the past 4 years. We've been building our own businesses for the past 10 years in the e-commerce space. So one more thing I'll mention before we wrap up this week's episode is that Dropship Lifestyle version 5.0 will be released around our retreat in Hawaii in 2 weeks. When that happens, the price of the course will go up. It always does. Previous students get access to the updates. So if you've been on the fence about joining our coaching program, if you've been thinking about it, you've been holding off, sign up within the next 2 weeks if you want to be able to actually save a lot of money. Because listen, we're devoting a lot of time, effort, resources, and money into building out these new systems and tools that we're going to be giving you. So obviously, whenever we push those releases, the price goes up accordingly. And this is your chance really to lock in a really good price and still get access to those updates. So if you want in, go to dropshiplifestyle.com, sign up now. And yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episodes, guys. As always, if you got value, please do give it a thumbs up or a like or a share. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, it's youtube.com/dropshiplifestyle. Definitely recommend subscribing there so you can get alerted every time we do new videos. We've been doing lots of new weekly interviews with different successful students, really getting some good information out of them. So make sure you like us over there. And as always, if you have any questions, please do submit them. That's how we get content ideas to generate these type of episodes. So hope everyone has a great week, great weekend. Keep on hustling, and I'll see you next week for Dropship Weekly. Goodbye.